Okay. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Now we are going to work on types of customers. Okay? Types of customers, we know many of them. Last time we started with the first type of client that Gil mentioned, and you remember what it was?
From the beginning?
That was the only one we covered.
Oh.
The client that got burnt. Remember this kind of client? These are the type of client that you get into the house and he got burned by a contractor, and he's very, very defensive. Okay? And what he's all about, בוקר טוב, יש לך פה כיסא? תנסה לעבור? סליחה שהקדמנו. So what he's all about is basically a client that got burned is a client that has no confidence in you, doesn't want to hear your bullshit, okay? Doesn't want you to tell him stories, don't want you to be a car salesman, don't take it personally. And all he wants is to take an estimate and show you the door, okay? How do we deal with this kind of client? Who can tell me?
Professional.
Professional is the first important thing that we do. So we don't come and we talk about, I am the best, I am good, but what we do, professionalism. What we do is we talk very, very, very accurately about the product, very good confidence. You need to get to the details, to the screw level, to exactly how we do the waterproofing, to exactly how we run the wires. You let him understand that you know what you're talking about more than just a presentation, that you're actually the contractor. You're actually the one who's doing the work in your hand. I'm not saying you're going to tell him you do it, but you show him you grew up. I grew up as a roofer, then I worked my way up to start demonstrating the job, but I started as a roofer. So you don't use the 6D nail, you use the 8D nail. Now all of these things you need to know. You need to know your profession, okay? For some of you, I showed you this video of introduction for construction, and one of the basic things that they said there is that you have to know finance, and you have to be professional and autodidact and to teach your own material. So if you go to ADU lead, you need to have ADU pictures before you go to the lead. Okay? If you go to any kind of lead, you go on YouTube, you go teach yourself how to sell. You call me, you call Gil, you call somebody professional to know how you sell that lead. You cannot go to the lead and then call me video from the lead. I don't know what to do here. It's not professional, the client knows that. When you do this, you lose your client's trust. Okay? So the professionalism is one of the biggest things. When you go to lead, you always want to hear, you are the most thorough guy that was ever here. And this is how you want to get it, because this is your standing ovation. So by professionalism, you start getting a little bit of the client who got burned. Now, remember, we talked about buying thermometer, right? Buying thermometer. We need to get, we have sales resistance, and the sales resistance starts at 100%. I don't even know you, who you are, right? And then I need to bring it down to 0. How do I bring it down to 0? Okay? So we start with professionalism. Professionalism, bring it from 100 to 90. Then I talk about the company. Okay? What do I do about the company? I can talk many hours about the company, but I want to show, because if you say it, they don't believe it. But if they see it, they believe it, right? So when I start to showing them about the, so here I can do professionalism. Here I can do the company, right? And then when I show them reviews, okay, I can start showing them real reviews. So I want to use a lot of aids, visual aids, to help them really, really understand Can you guys push back a little bit so we can come in? תעברו כיסא. So I want to show them visual aids. Yeah, go there so you can see the. So I want to show them visual aids so they believe me, okay? But we read things. So if I have real reviews online, go and check the reviews on the company. I send it to you to your WhatsApp. You show it to the really to the client. One another way for me to make him believe that I don't say it, but somebody else say it and they believe it.
Testimonial.
Testimonial, very good. Testimonial. So when I show them testimonial, basically I start to lower their sales resistance. They start to believe in the company. Because I can talk hours, but they already got burned, so they don't care what I said. What else can I do to use sales resistance and to lower it? What else? What other tools I can use?
Bring up the license.
Thank you. License. But I'm not just showing them a picture of the license. I go online to the CSLB and I use the CSLB. Now what else can I use in the CSLB?
To burn the other one.
Yes,
How long-
1 second.
how
That-
long-
This is sales acceptance.
Time of the license.
Like experience, right? So there is experience and there is compatibility, right? This is how you say it, compatibility?
Competition.
No, like
Compatibility, yeah, yeah.
compatibility, right? What is compatibility in Hebrew?
I mean,
No.
התאמה.
Aminut, meheimanut. Meheimanut. Aminut. Trustworthy, right? I show them all these good things. All this, I show them my website, right? If I have a very nice website. And I start to lower their resistance. If I have a CSLB registration, I show them my registration. Okay? And slowly, I start to bring their resistance level down. Okay? Now, they're neutral. They're not resistant anymore. They're not like this anymore. Now they're open to listen. Watch their body language. When you have somebody like this, hand him something. Hey, can you hold my tablet for a minute? Have him physically open the hands. You don't even believe how much it's helping. It's true.
100%.
People don't understand their physics, but the physics is they're blocking their mind. So when they're like this, open their arms, okay? I notice all the time when I do NLP, I do matching and mirroring. So I notice if I do like this, suddenly the husband also do like this. And if I do like this, so try it. You see you do like this, and the husband do like this, you have good rapport with the husband. Now you go work on the wife. You do like this with the wife, you see. You need to get to that point that whenever you change your physics, they copy you. If you're in a date, pay attention to your spouse. You hand the wine, and you start drinking, you see your spouse starting to drink again. That means you have good rapport. You need to recognize that. Okay? No, it's true. It's true. You don't believe how much it's true. So these are the things that you want to recognize in the lead. Make the connection to the guy that he's into you. Now, if he's still resisting, he's like this. He sits like this and he's not bouching. If he's bouching, he's interested. If his legs are crossed, he's not interested. If his legs are open, he starts to show interest in you. Not in a not physically, okay? But this is true. If he's doing like this, he's thinking about the buy. He's considering it. Recognize this show sign. If you want, we can do it next week. Show signs, we can do it. You want to recognize this, okay? Now I get to the point that I have zero sales resistance. Now I want to have sales acceptance, right? So for the sales acceptance, also we have a thermometer. We start with 0 degrees, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and here is buying. Okay? So we're not going to go like dive down to it. This one is a whole session, but we'll start now slowly talk about it. So what will make the client a little bit more towards the product or to the buy? What will make him?
pictures.
Pictures. Great. So pictures, I'm starting to show him pictures. If he likes my work, and he should like your work because you went on Google and WhatsApp and Facebook and you downloaded all the nice ones, or it's really your work, he start to like your work. What else do you show him about?
Samples.
Samples, right? Now he's liking the samples. Sample, oh, this quartz is really quality. Maybe I should get it, right? What else can I do for self-acceptance?
Stories.
אתם חושבים על אותו דבר. Stories.
Huh?
Okay, stories, starting to raise his...
I'll show.
No, אני רוצה שתעזור. He's starting to accept the product, accept the amount, accept the idea. What else, Gabe? Somebody has something?
Value. Building
Value. Absolutely. How can I build value?
Your wife is
Yes.
gonna-
All of those, stories,
No.
samples, pictures.
Okay, we use it. How do I build value?
Show them how you manage the project.
Okay,
Your
management.
message.
Very nice. Management. What else, Jamesy? How do I raise value? How do I show him that he wants me in the job?
Talk about yourself.
Yourself. Very good. What else, guys?
Supervision.
Supervision, communication,
No subcontractors.
cruise, supervision,
And at the end, it's only urgency.
cruise, and in the end is only urgency. אתה רוצה להעביר את השוק? כל הכבוד. He thinks like me, it's unbelievable. So, this is exactly what will make the client slowly accept. Now, this is the hardest lead you will ever get. The hardest lead. Gil is very good in these leads because Gil is like a Care Bear. He comes, he's nice, you know, he's cute. He's not threatening by anything. You know, he's very gentle in the house, very mellow. And the clients want somebody with high confidence, very mellow in the house. Not like Dead Sea Products. Why don't you buy now? Buy now, buy now. Because this is exactly what she got burned from. So you need to come and lay back. Now, it's like a shadow. Okay, I like to call it the shadow method. Shadow. Why shadow? Can somebody tell me?
Because when they're professional, typically they want to be like the alpha, so you need to be the shadow to them.
No.
Okay.
Okay, shadow. Look at my shadow right now. I'm going to my shadow is running away from me. I'm running away from my shadow is coming after me. I want to be like the shadow. I want them to come after me because if I come after them, they will run away. So this whole thing is the shadow system. Shadow. I run after them, I show them that I want their job, they're gonna run away from me. If you ever know how to sell to Filipinos, shadow. Filipinos, you need to show them that you don't want them in your house. You don't want to work with them anymore. It's okay, if you cannot afford me, that's fine.